come out of there.
Mrs. McLennan?
You heard me. Come out of there. Stop right there.
Mrs. McLennan,
Quiet. You go back and tell Mr. John Chisholm that there's only 2 ways he can get that IOU. He can pay me or he can kill me.
My name's Rob Hunter.
Hunter? Colonel Rob Hunter?
That's right. You can make it plain Mister.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I promised your husband I'd return this. I'm sorry it's taken so long.
The only thing I ever knitted.
Very beautiful work. You could make some more of them, sell them.
No, it takes too long. I tried to teach some of the ladies here to knit, but I told them don't ever try to knit a scarf unless you love your man enough to really worry about his catching a cold.
The way you love Paul.
Yes. But that's all in the past now.
Well, except for what I promised your husband before he died. I said I'd do what I could to help you in your troubles with a man he called the King of the Pecos, John Chisholm.
Nobody can do anything about John Chisholm. He bought our cattle with an IOU, and I've been trying to collect ever since. Sent his brother out here last week to offer 5 cents on the dollar, take it or leave it.
I take it you said no.
I ran Pitzer Chisholm off the ranch. That's why I fired at you. I thought it was him sneaking back to steal the IOU.
I'm heading up to the New Mexico Territory in the morning to buy some cattle from Chisholm. I'll talk to him about it.
Well, it won't do any good. You don't know John Chisholm.
Well, it'll do me some good. Give me an excuse to come and see you again.
That's my brother John. One looks like he ain't got a dollar, doesn't he?
He looks kind of busy.
For money? He'd drop whatever he's doing. Come on, Johnny.
And when I was still away in the Army hospital, you talked my wife into taking your notes for our cattle. Now, you're going to pay me, or...
Oh, what? I owe you money in Texas. This New Mexico Territory. Texas law don't hold up here. I'm paying you to do a foreman's job. It's about time you start earning your wages. Where's the rest of the herd for the Army?
On its way, brother John.
Who's he? You want a job, you talk to me, not him. He's my brother, but the Jingle Bob spread is mine. All mine.
He wants to buy some cattle.
Well, now, welcome to the Jingle Bob.
Name's Rob Hunter.
Hunter and Evans from Abilene?
That's right.
You sure come a long way. But you come to the right place.
Afraid not. I need better stock than that.
Oh, well, they're for the Army to feed the Indians on the reservation. No use wasting good beef on the Apaches. You want to see some real high-grade stock. You just wait till we get out on the range. Get us a couple of fresh horses. Get us some horses! Now, Mr. Hunter, what do you say?
Well, they look a little better.
A little, why, man, those heifers will run 1,000 pounds. You afraid admitting that top grade might raise the price?
You ever like stock before you buy?
I like a man that's careful with his money. We get along just fine. You just take another look around. Let me know how many you need. Maybe we can make a deal.
Well, that depends on the price.
$15 a head.
$10 a head for 5,000.
Oh, come on now, Mr. Hunter. That ain't $10 stock, and you know it.
$11 for 6,000.
$7 for 6,000. $13 for 8,000.
Sold.
I told you we get along just fine.
My money's in the bank over in Pecos on the Texas side. Meet me there.
Mr. Hunter, I just ain't got time to go to Texas.
There's some new French girls at the Longhorn Saloon in Pecos. We can see them after we settle our business at the bank.
We got a real nice bank right here in the territory.
Can't talk you into going to Texas.
Can't nobody talk me into Texas. You just get your cattle drivers up here. As soon as I see 'em, I'll round up your stock.
Well, you can score one for the King of the Pecos. Lawyer Watson says you can collect him that IOU if you can catch John Chisholm in Texas. But he wouldn't take my bait and cross the state line. Not even for $100 and some odd thousand in cold cash from me for cattle that was worth half that or less.
Well, thank you for trying anyway. But like I told you, nobody gets the best of John Chisholm.
Oh, now we're entitled to one more try. I'll see Watson again. Maybe between us we can figure something out.
Oh, please be careful. Half of Chisholm's men are hired gunslingers. I need a good friend. More than I need the money that Chisholm owes me.
I mean to work it so you can have both.
You realize, Colonel Hunter, this list does not cover all the people John Chisholm cheated and dared him to do anything about it. A lot of them are too scared to even file a claim. And those who have are afraid to push him any further.
Might be different if they were organized.
They had their war and they lost it. They don't want any more.
Well, thanks to you, I'll be able to talk to some of them anyway.
You might start with him.
Now, who is he?
Before he joined the Army, Fred Nelson was on his way to becoming the biggest cattle rancher in this part of Texas. Now, John Chisholm has his cattle, and he has a fistful of IOUs.
Sounds like a good man to start building on.
I wish you luck.
Mr. Nelson? Lawyer Watson suggested I talk to you. My name's Hunter.
Yeah, I know. Miss McLennan told me about you. You know, a lonely widow may be easy to make a fool out of, but you don't fool me. You or your friend John Chisholm. I saw you with him out in the territory.
Whiskey. And one for Mr. Nelson.
Save your money, mister. Oh, I mean Colonel. I'll bet you never saw a real colonel, and you may as well know I warned Miss McLennan you're up to some kind of a scheme to get John Chisholm's IOUs from her. Now, you get out of here. Get out of here before we run you out.
There are a few things you don't know.
I know all I need to know about you, mister.
For one thing, I'm no friend of John Chisholm.
You hear that, Jeb? Says he's no friend of Chisholm's. But he come all the way down here from Kansas to buy our cattle from Chisholm. Once they get the cattle out of the country, we get nothing. Nothing! But you go ahead and buy your cattle from Chisholm.
Mr. Nelson, I buy cattle where there's cattle to be bought. Now, if you people don't have the guts to get back from Chisholm what he stole from you so I can buy it from you, that's your hard luck, not mine. Think that over. They're in the same boat you are, Kathy. But you're not whipped. They are. Not a one of them will make a move until Fred Nelson puts his okay on me. And you're the only one who can get him to do that. Unless you think he's right. But I'm one of John Chisholm's hired hands.
I know what you are and who you are.
Then talk to Nelson while I'm over in the territory working on the king of the Pecos.
Well, what can I say to him?
Tell him I have a plan I think will work. Just go on trusting me, Kathy. And pray that Chisholm does, too. For a while longer.
John, you gotta give me that money.
I don't give you anything.
You're my brother.
That ain't my fault.
John, if I don't pay what I lost in that poker game, they're gonna kill me.
You've been born to get yourself killed. That's what happens to cheap thieves like you.
Thief? Now look who's calling who a thief. You robbed them ranches blind.
I did not rob them. I outsmarted them. I use this. Oh, you know how to use it, that. All right, go ahead. Go on, use it. Go out and rob a bank. Hold up a stage at your speed. You make a mess of that, too. When you do, don't come running back to me. Well, now. I wondered if you was coming back.
Said it would. Yeah, coffee smells good.
Get him a cup. Move!
I decided that I needed another 4,000 head.
Same price, $13.
Right.
Adds up to 12,000 head. That's $156,000. You able to handle that much?
I pay for what I get. Thank you. Oh, one other thing. I don't favor driving that herd through Indian country. How about cash on delivery in Texas?
No deal. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll drive 'em 1 mile this side the Texas state line.
You're a hard man to shave, John Chisholm. All right. 1 mile this side of the line, I pay you there.
Hey, you've been sweet enough to Paul McLennan's widow.
Not much you miss.
No. She tell you about our business deal?
She said you paid her for her cattle with paper.
Still buying from me?
I never mix pleasure with business.
You are my kind, ain't you?
I'll take that.
Why, Pitzer? And what's the kerchief for?
Never mind. Just hand it over.
All right. Here. Go on, Pitzer. Reach for your courage. I knew you were a high binder. I just found out you were a fool.
Oh, no, that's one thing I ain't.
Oh, no? You were due to get all paid fair, square, and legal for something that cost you nothing but IOUs. But you couldn't wait. You had to send him after me, to jump me.
I never send him out to do nothing.
You expect me to believe that?
Well, look, man, would I be rounding up your cattle for the drive if I didn't intend to keep up my part of our deal? I bought him out of a dozen jails, but when he tries to rob a friend of mine...
A friend like me?
I keep telling you, we're two of a kind.
Except I pay cash.
Well, that's where I'm ahead of you.
Yeah, up to now. All right. I'll take your word about your brother. I'd like to raise the ante on our deal. Can you deliver 2,000 more head?
Well, that just about cleaned me out.
Oh, you know where to get more cattle? Cheap?
Same price, $13.
Sold.
You know, you pay me now, there won't be any risk. Somebody else might try to rob you.
I'll take that risk. Where'll I meet you in the herd?
At the Lion Shack in Red Rock Arroyo, 1 mile this side of Texas.
1 mile this side of Texas.
Is this all?
What more do you want? A man that fought right beside the real colonel, died beside him, is trying to tell you the truth, but you'd call a dead man alive.
I rode 100 miles over and back just to get those letters from Sam Mitchell's widow.
Jed remembered about Colonel Hunter.
That's right, man. You see, Sam was with me in Hood's Texas Brigade before he joined up with Hunter's cavalry troop.
And this is one of the letters that Sam wrote to his wife. And right in there, he tells that Colonel Hunter had black hair, which this friend of yours don't have. But if he ain't Colonel Hunter, then he's a liar all the way.
Well, go ask him. Unless you're afraid to call him a liar to his face.
Afraid of him? I'll make him crawl. And then I'll kill him.
Told you to get out. John, I can't. Well, the minute I ride into that town, them gamblers are going to kill me. Good, I'd do it myself, but bullets cost money. John, I'm your brother. John, all that money you're going to get from Hunter? Well, all I need to save my life. All right, get him out.
Where is he?
Where's who?
You know who. Where's that cabin?
You mean Colonel Hunter?
I mean the lying cheat you got doing your dirty work for you. Now, where is he?
Right behind you.
What are you doing here?
I read a letter from a man who served with Colonel Hunter. He said Colonel Hunter had black hair.
So you decided not to trust me any longer?
I didn't say that.
I told you I never mix pleasure with business. That's something women never learn. Just for the record, Mrs. McLennan, it turned white in Andersonville prison.
You're not going to swallow that?
She doesn't have to swallow anything. Now take the lady with you. Back to Texas.
Back to Texas?
Yeah. Maybe I'll see you there. On the way, tell my drovers to get those cattle moving.
Jeb?
You heard him. Let's move out.
By golly. You sure know how to handle the women.
All it takes is a little practice.
There they go.
That's right, Pitzer. There they go.
14,000 head of cattle at $13 a head. That's $182,000.
Mm-hmm. That's just about what you owe those ranchers over in Texas, including interest at 6%. Yeah. You recognize them? They're your IOUs. The ones you gave those widows and veterans and orphans.
Get up there and stop them drivers!
You'll never stop them cattle. Not this side of the Texas line. Take the whole of General Lee's army.
Wait a minute. These ain't worth a nickel here. They're only good in Texas.
That's right. You better get over to the Texas and tell a Texas judge the cheater was finally cheated and the biter was finally bit.
Blitzer! Kill him! Don't you remember, John? Bullets cost money. All right. We're two of a kind. Somebody wins, somebody has to lose. You win this time. I'll win next time.
Why, Mr. Nelson, you're not going to market dressed like that.
No, well, I'm taking the train to Dallas. I hear they got a doctor down there that can fix legs like mine. Now that I'm able to pay for it, thanks to you, Colonel.
Good luck, Fred.
By the way, if you need some cattle next year, come see me.
Next year, I might not have the money to do any buying.
Well, come on by anyhow. I'll trust you for it.
Thank you kindly.
Well, where do you think you're going?
I haven't made up my mind yet.
Need any help?
Whenever Christmas time comes around, it brings to mind familiar things. Ornaments of all types and sizes, gifts hidden behind colorful wrappings, and of course the Christmas tree itself. And they're familiar sounds too, the happy sounds of carols, of children's laughter, and the joyful ringing of bells. Even the rugged saints and sinners of California's gold rush mining camps pause to think of Christmas and to the sound of bells. Which leads to our story. We call it A Bell for Volcano.
Well, folks, that concludes the services. Oh, wait a minute. I got a few words to say yet. This is the day which the Lord hath wrought. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. We used to call that shack a church. Wasn't much, but at least it had a roof on it. Now it's gone. We're all out here under God's blue heaven. Now, I ain't complaining about his judgment. Hey! Hey, yo! Hey!
It's a fine thing busting up the Reverend's remarks.
You see that horse there? It's mine. My brand and my saddle.
Well, who's arguing?
Well, didn't you see him try to run off with it? No.
Horse stealing? That's a hanging offense.
I didn't steal nothing.
Down under where I hail from, you catch a thief, you find a tree.
I didn't do it. I just made a mistake. Well, you made one mistake too many.
Oh, wait a minute! You can't hang a man on Sunday.
He stole my horse on Sunday.
You got an answer to that?
I spent all my money last night buying whiskey in her saloon, and I ain't over it yet. I couldn't tell one horse from another.
Oh, you never owned a horse. Come on.
No.
Just a minute, Floyd. Look at him. Now, where'd he ever get the gall to steal a horse in broad daylight? Right out in front of God and everybody.
Let us pray! Lord, you said, let him who is without sin amongst you cast the first stone. And you well know we got a camp full of sinners. Some is worse than others. You gave us a sign when all we had as the church went up in smoke. Now you've sent us another sign. But we're so busy digging for gold and calling names that we forgot that a town ain't a town without a church for sinners to get cured in. Lord, please forgive this scrawny skunk as much as possible, and show us a way to get a church, a real church, between now and Christmas. And there ain't much time. Amen.
Now, get going while you're able.
Well, that uses up my part of Sunday. The rest is all yours, Maggie.
Okay, come on, fellas.
Thank you, preacher did good this morning.
Oh, yeah. All right, fellas, dry morning, wet afternoon. First drink is on the house.
Hey!
You girls get on back here and help me pour.
Hey, how come all of a sudden you're so generous, Maggie?
Oh, I don't know. You might say I got religion.
You?
Me. Now, everybody drink up.
Another one?
You'll have to wait till I make my speech. Now, listen, everybody. You all heard Preacher Davidson, how bad we need a church. And we're gonna get him one.
Who's we?
Us. Including you, Whitey. That is, unless you're heading back home to Australia, which you ain't. Because if you do, you'll be back in that jail you busted out of.
I'm no jailbird, Maggie.
Well, I don't see any angel wings on your shoulders. All right, now who's gonna be the first one to shower down? Well, now, what's the matter? You rather have Preacher Davidson go on down the pike to Hungry Gulch? Spread it around that we're too small and stingy here to give the Lord back a little bit about what he's given us?
Well, he ain't giving me enough for the work I'm putting in.
You're eating and you're drinking, and you still got a chance to strike it rich. That's more than you had before. Put it down, Jack. Put it down. Now, here's my put-in. Now you, dig, miner, dig. Well, it's more like it. Preacher Davidson saved your neck.
I ain't got a dime on me.
Yeah, and if you had, you wouldn't put in. How much does it add up to, Maggie?
Count it, Reverend. It's all yours.
You mean you folks...
Well, we had to do something to keep you from preaching at us day and night. Go on, count it.
It comes to, near as I can figure, including the dust, $280.
Make that an even 300.
That's mighty kind and generous of you all.
But it's not enough to build your church, huh?
Well, don't look at me, Maggie. I'm down to nickel number one.
Maybe it's another sign.
Sign?
The Lord works in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform. A bell. That's it, a bell. Ring out glad tidings, let all men hear. The other camps have churches, but none of them has a bell. We'll buy the bell first and ring it and call in every sinner from here to Sacramento.
Why, sure. Sure, the bell will bring them in and we'll shake them down, huh? Oh, that is just to get some contributions to help you build your church.
Where are you going to find a bell for sale?
San Francisco, I guess.
Who's got time to leave his diggings and go all the way to San Francisco?
It will be Christmas by the time you get back. Well, I'll go.
Oh, you need what you can take out of your claim worse than anybody else. We'll draw cards. Two low men go. Knowing you all like I do, there isn't a one of you I'd leave out of my sight without another one to watch him. Not with $300 in the kitty. Okay, boys, turn them over. 6, 8, ace, 8, 6, queen, ace, 8, jack, 5, 4.
Little bitty two.
Who asked you in on this?
The free country, ain't it? Well, looks like you and me.
I wouldn't travel with him from here to the front door.
Well, then I'll go by myself.
Oh, no, you won't.
You lay your thieving paws on the Reverend's bell money and I'll cut your arm off. Right below your ears.
I was only trying to help.
I want you to know something, Maggie. That this is against my better judgment. Well, what are you waiting for? Come on. We're going to look for that bell if we have to look all the way to Monterey.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, we heard you had a bell, but nobody said it was anything like this. How much?
Well, no, I'm mighty fond of that bell.
Say, $100?
She cost me more than that in Boston.
Well, maybe we could go 150.
Mm.
All right, all right. Take all we've got, $300.
All right, she's yours.
Good.
We lugged that blasted thing all the way to the bay. And then we rode it across in a boat. And tomorrow we're supposed to load it on a steamer for Sacramento. Look at the blisters on my hands, Mr. What'd you say your name was?
My friends call me Honest Jim. Go on, my friend.
Well, if that big dumb ox Floyd Webster thinks I'm going to kill myself for a bell, he's got another thing coming. I'm skipping out tonight.
Now, I wouldn't be too hasty, my friend. I don't think you realize the vast possibilities in this bell of yours. With shovels selling at $20 each, a bell of the dimensions you described can be converted into cash, lots of cash. All we have to do is get the bell.
No, not a chance. If I know that Floyd Webster, he won't sleep a wink tonight guarding that bell as though it was made of pure gold.
All right, then it's up to you. Somehow you'll have to lose the big ox and get the bell back here to San Francisco.
Well, how'd I do that?
When you get to Sacramento, get a wagon.
What then?
I know a place here where it can be converted. No questions asked.
It's a teeter.
Oh.
Well, I got the bell loaded on the wagon. We're ready to leave for Volcano anytime you're well enough. Oh. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my, your fever is worse. You're a very sick man. Ain't that sick? Oh, my. This is terrible. We ain't going to be able to get that bell to the Reverend in time for Christmas. And that poor fellow just counting on it, so it just about break his heart. Oh. Unless I take it myself.
You?
Oh, well, I know it's going to be a backbreaker, but I can manage somehow.
How come you got so helpful all of a sudden?
Well, I guess I got religion.
You stay away from that bell, do you hear me?
Oh, now you just relax, Floyd. Relax and don't worry about a thing.
Hey, you come back here!
You...
Come on, get going! Move! 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 Come on, move! Come on! Come on! Move, blast you! Come on! Get it up! Come on! Hold! Get it up! Get it up there! Get it up there! Hold! Hold! Hold!
Gotcha. Buenos días, señor. Oh, you have such a fine-looking bell, señor. A man who owns such a fine bell must have other things of interest. Dinero, perhaps. No es verdad, un poco de dinero. You want to hold me? Tell me. Why not? Hurry, give me. Vamos, hombre. Come on. So little? From the owner of such a beautiful bell? Well... It must cost much money, huh? How much? You should know. It's your bell. Oh, no. I don't own the bell. I'm just taking it to Volcano. Volcano? It appears to me you were going the other way. Oh, it's that crazy horse here, not me. You see, there's a preacher in Volcano. He's trying to build himself a church. And we promised him a bell before Christmas.
Christmas is tomorrow.
Is it? Well, I better be going.
Wait! Wait a minute, senor. Here. Perhaps for the spirit of Christmas, you will do me one small kindness. As you see, I am without a horse.
Well, what happened to him?
The sheriff shot him. The bullet was meant for me, but I was on the other side of the horse. Poor horse. I will ride with you.
No, I'm in a hurry, and I too am in a hurry.
Por favor, señor.
Idiot.
This man of God in such a sinful place.
Man of who?
This man for whom you are taking the bell to his church.
Oh, Preacher Davidson.
Davidson. Preacher Davidson. He works a mine in the Arroyo Coyote.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Oh, I know. Stop here.
One moment, senor.
You are a very lucky man. It was my intention to kill you.
Yeah, kind of thought so.
You see, one time when I was being hunted, I was wounded. And this Preacher Davidson, he took me in, took care of me. He asked no questions. He's a good man. I will never forget this. Never. Vaya con Dios, amigo.
Wait a minute. What about the money you took from me?
Listen, I regret, senor. But even a thief must make a living.
Yeah, I guess so.
You need not have worried. Once I saw all the trouble you go through, all the hard work for this big, heavy bell, I say to myself, there is a good man. One does not find many good men in this life. Believe me. Adios, amigo.
Wacko. Reminds me of when I was a nipper in Sydney. Best tree we ever had. How about a cup of Christmas cheer, Maggie?
Well, I guess you've sure earned it.
Floyd, you're back. I knew you'd make it.
Oh, well, never mind about him. Where's the bill?
Yeah. Where's the bell?
In Frisco by now.
Well, what happened? Where's Jack Harris?
Where do you think he is? Oh, we bought a bill, all right. A beauty. And I paid for it with a whole $300. And we got it as far as Sacramento, and then I took sick. And he ran off with a bell. You know, you're always preaching at us that there's some good in everybody. Well, let me tell you something, Reverend. If you'd have let us hang him the day he stole my horse...
Hey! What's that? It sounds like a bell. It is a bell. It is a bell!
after your bell, Reverend.
I thought you said he stole it.
Lord, we thank thee for this gift, which brings to this sinful camp thy message of peace on earth to men of goodwill. Amen.
I don't believe it. I'm seeing it, and I just don't believe it.
Hey, Reverend, I get to ring the bell, right?
Right. You've earned it.
And, take up the collection?
Oh, no. No, sir.
You keep your thieving paws off the church building money.
I think he's earned that right, too.
Oh, go ahead and ring the bell.
I'd take you with me if I could.
If you must go,
Now, Rosie, you know I have to.
another man would say, let them come to me.
That wouldn't be right.
For Aaron Winters, no. Why you take that one? It will not shoot.
It looks as if it could. If you don't get too close to it. And I'm not expecting any trouble anyway.
No trouble. There are Indians in the mountains, outlaws.
I don't imagine they're going to waste much time on a broken-down rancher riding in a broken-down wagon. Besides, if they do, I've got this. Well, I won't have to use it, Rosie. So you can quit worrying.
5 long days to Belmont. 5 days till you come home again. But I'm not to worry.
You know I don't like leaving you here alone.
Will they thank you when you give them the money?
It's not a matter of thanks. I owe a bill. It has to be paid.
You are such a stubborn man.
You knew that when you married me.
I think that is why I married you. Go now. Go quickly.
Rosie, I'll tell you what I'll do. When I'm up in Belmont, I'll try and find a man I can hire to help me work on the ranch. Someone I can trust. And that way, you'll always have somebody around you can count on, too. That's what we need around this place, is another man.
It should be our son. Your son.
Oh, Rosie, don't start that.
If I had given you a son, you wouldn't have to go on this journey.
Please.
Forgive me.
Forgive you. I'll deliver this in Belmont. And I'll find a hired hand, and I'll be back before you hardly know I'm gone.
I will not even miss you. Aaron, be careful. Vaya con Dios.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Well, we happened to see your place from up in the hills. We thought maybe... Well, see, we're kind of out of where with all the pay for it, but we could sure use a meal.
I will get you something. It will only take a minute.
She ain't very hospitable, is she?
I wonder why not. She's scared.
Nice, friendly fellows like us.
I didn't fool her a bit. She knows what we're up to.
Like what?
Well, you're gonna rob her, aren't you?
Why would we want to do that? I'll do all the talking from here on in. Oh, well, look at this. You know, you're a lifesaver, man. That's what you are.
I hope you like lemonade.
Well, I like mine with a little whiskey in it to kill the taste.
We don't have any whiskey. Mr. Winters is not a drinking man.
Mr. Winters, would that be your husband?
Yes. Aaron Winters.
Aaron Winters. Seems like I've heard that name somewhere.
Hey, wait a minute. That's the one who discovered the borax mines in Death Valley. It was in all the papers.
That's right, I remember. He must have made a lot of money on that. I'd like to meet a famous man like him.
He's away right now.
What? Where?
He had to drive up to Belmont.
Well, oh, that's a far trip, ain't it?
It's been awfully important business. Man go all that way and leave his wife alone.
Chap.
What's eating you?
We better get moving, huh? We've been riding and riding up in Kansas. I thought I'd find a gold mine in Nevada. Sure didn't turn out that way.
There's plenty of work around.
He's not the work for a living kind, ma'am.
I could have been.
Yeah, and I could have been rich like Aaron Winters, but I ain't. See, my little brother talks too much, ma'am. But he'll grow out of that. Come on, let's go.
Thanks for the lemonade, Miss Winters. You were sure fine.
Right through his wishbone.
You do, we'll just have a runaway team to chase.
Now you're getting smart. That'd be too much like having to work for what we can get a lot easier.
You know, you don't even know if he's got anything we could use.
Well, we know who he is. We know he's going to Belmont on big, important business. We know he's rich, so he's our mate. Yeah, if I was Mr. Winters, that's what I'd do.
What?
Well, there's a lot of dry country between here and Belmont. Find me a water hole somewhere and let my horses fill up on it. And let's start out about sunrise.
You talk just like you could read his mind.
Maybe you could, too, after you've been in the business as long as I have. You can circle around and come back to where he camps.
Are you just gonna gun him down cold?
You are so anxious to keep Mr. Aaron Winters alive. So he can go back to the lady to give you the good lemonade, huh? Well, you do your job like I tell you to, and nobody will get hurt. Come on.
Help! Help!
All right, Mr. Winters. Drop it. Well, then you go ahead and hold on to it.
Jeff, don't!
Billy boy! You don't quit forgetting who's running this deal. I am going to cut you down to size. Mr. Aaron Winters. The man that found borax in Death Valley.
What do you want from me?
I'll start with what you got under your coat there. Now, you take it easy.
I'm taking this to a man at Belmont. He'll be waiting for it.
Sure is going to have a long, long wait. Again!
You're just a kid. You don't give up, do you?
Not when a man's got something I want.
What about you, boy? What do you want? See another man get killed?
You'll get used to that. I'll take that load off of you now.
Not while I'm able to give you an argument, you won't. I set out to deliver this to Belmont. That's what I aim to do.
Jeff, you can't!
Get out of my way! Get over there. Huh. Something here belongs to me. Huh. Crazy old coot. Hey, Billy, take a look at that. That's your kind of gun, Billy. I'm going to give it to you. It's all barrel and no shoot. You hear me, Billy? I'm talking to you, Billy. When I talk to you, you listen.
Leave the boy alone. Get on your feet. Give me your gun. Gently.
he dead?
He's dead. That leaves just you.
He was my brother.
I heard him call you little brother.
What are you going to do now?
Take you in.
Where?
The nearest jail is in Belmont. And that's where I'm headed. Grab hold of him. You want to leave him here for the buzzards and coyotes? Put him in the wagon. Now, sit down. I said sit down. Give me your boot. Give me your boot. The other boot. You stopped your brother from killing me. I owe you debt. I pay my debts. I don't know how fast you can run without heels on your boots. But I'll tell you something. You can't outrun a bullet. Now, you're going to walk about 20 feet ahead of them horses. And by, we'll get to Belmont.
Must be 100 miles to Belmont.
Only about half that far. The shortcut will take through the Badlands. Now get up. Start walking, son.
What'd you call me?
Never mind. Start walking. That's far enough. Keep that distance ahead of that team. No more, no less. Billy, Slade. Come on back here. Feet hurt? You want to quit?
I'd like to be up on the wagon with you.
We'll get to that in a minute. How bad did you want to be an outlaw?
I didn't.
What do you plan to do when you get out of jail?
I don't know. Except one thing.
What?
I don't want to live or die the way my brother did.
Climb up. I'll let you ride the rest of the way now that we sweated the meanness out of you. Folks still living?
No, sir.
Go home, Dakota?
No, sir.
We'll camp out tonight. Be in Belmont in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Winters, did you ever get in any trouble when you were young?
Not so long ago, I can't remember.
You don't act that old.
You mean the way I killed your brother?
You had to do that.
I'm sorry it had to happen. But I got to get this money to Belmont.
I know, sir.
What I owe, I pay.
You don't owe me anything.
You may think differently as time goes by.
No, sir, I won't. He had it coming and he got it. I guess that's about how it goes for everybody.
If you believe that and stick to it, you've still got a chance. Oh! I'm going to need my hands free. Anything starts, run 'em out.
Yes, sir. Sure, Mr. Winters.
Who are you? My name is Winters. Aaron Winters. I have a ranch about 180 miles down the south corner of the county. And who are you?
Sheriff Danielson, county seat Belmont.
And who are they?
Well, right now they're deputized members of a posse. We've been looking for 3 men that robbed a bank over at Kiowa City.
Were you in on it?
Don't lie to me, boy. I wouldn't lie to you. I held their horses, that's all. I didn't want to do that.
Where'd you run into them two?
Back down the road a ways.
What happened?
I was taking some money to Belmont. They tried to rob me of it.
You know who they are, or were?
No, Sheriff.
Well, I do.
You're the man I set out to give this to.
Why, me?
You collect the county taxes, don't you?
In between other duties, yes.
$209.40.
Just a minute, Mr. Winters. You mean to tell me you drove 180 miles, fought outlaws, killed 2 of them, just to pay your taxes?
I make it a rule to pay what's due when it's due.
Well, sir, I've seen everything now.
You'd better count it.
There's no need for that. I'll take your word any time for any amount.
Thank you, Sheriff.
You got more than thanks coming to you. We'll take those 2 off your hands. No need to hauling them all the way into town.
I'll take a receipt if you don't mind, Sheriff.
You don't need a receipt for them 2.
I mean for my taxes. Paid as due.
All right. You'll have to wait a few days for the reward.
Reward? What for?
$1,000 price tag for Jeb Slade and Stoney Carter, dead or alive. All right, boys, get them out. We'll bury them. As good a place as any for their kind. Only 2. I wonder.
That's all that came at me, Sheriff. 3 of them would have been one too many.
Who's he?
He works for me down on my ranch. He works hard, long hours, low wages. But he don't mind so long as it's honest work. Do you, son?
No, sir. No, sir, I sure don't.
All right, then. Get on home.
Thank you. On a December day in 1846, a covered wagon train creaks slowly into the Santa Clara Valley and halts near the Guadalupe River. The long overland journey is over. Dr. Isbell and his party have reached California safely. A California in which gold has not yet been discovered. A California still under the flag of Mexico. Now, these settlers have brought with them their wives, their children, and their household goods. With them also, though nobody realizes it, they have brought California's first schoolma'am. This was to have been their last encampment before going their various ways. But Dr. Isbell has news that changes all that.
This trouble between the United States and Mexico is far more serious than reports have led us to believe. Serious enough to make every able-bodied man in this party feel that he should volunteer at once.
You mean go fight? But what's going to happen to us?
Women and children will stay right here.
Alone?
It's the safest place we can leave you.
That's all very well for you to say, Mr. McPherson. You're not a married man. Can I help you, Mrs. Isbell?
Oh, thank you, Vicky. I'm just making sure my husband's buttons are all on tight.
You and every other wife in camp.
Oh, you might look over these socks.
Did Dr. Isbell really mean what he said about our not leaving camp while the men are gone?
He couldn't have made it much clearer. But don't worry, our food will hold out.
Well, I'm thinking about my drawing materials. I'm down to my last sheet of paper and just a stub of a crayon.
Well, you'll just have to possess your soul in patience.
I didn't want to come to California in the first place. I wanted to stay back east and study art. Papa insisted.
You were all he had, dear. He couldn't foresee that he'd never live to the end of the journey.
Parents are so selfish about children.
You'll understand when you have children of your own.
Thank you. I don't intend to have any.
Vicky, no marriage is complete without children.
Well, who said anything about getting married?
Of course you'll marry.
I'm going to be an artist.
Wait till you fall in love.
With whom? I don't see any prospects around here.
Well, keep looking.
I'm not that interested.
A career is all very fine, Vicky, but it can't take the place of marriage and the joys of motherhood.
That's the Belfry! Ethan Bullock, don't you dare! I found him in the old mission hanging from an arch.
Well, take it away, nasty creature.
Ooh! Want to see him fly? No! Is it good? Okay.
Yes.
Little monsters.
Well, boys will be boys.
Oh, you can have the joys of motherhood. I'll stick to my sketchbook.
Who's it meant to be?
Oh, just a man.
Handsome devil.
Of all the conceit.
Don't tell me it's me.
You just happen to be in my line of vision.
You used up your last bit of crayon on me? Why aren't you over there at the meeting?
Oh, it's more for families. I have nobody leaving tomorrow that I care about.
That's too bad.
I think I'm very fortunate.
You do?
Please.
What do you want it for?
so I can draw something else on the back. Goodbye, Mac.
Goodbye, Vicky.
What I said last night about being fortunate.
Oh, I understood. I think I'm fortunate, too. The girl I matter most to is going with me. My horse.
Bye. Bye, Henry.
I have it. Bye-bye, Mary.
Bye, Joe. Please be careful.
There, that's the last.
What a relief not to have all those heavy overalls.
Oh, I kind of miss them.
Oh, Miss Isbell. Oh, I could rip the hides off all of them. Brats.
Something's got to be done with those children. They need occupation.
They might try doing the wash.
Oh, it's a strain living herded together like this in wagons. If they were back home, they'd be going to school. School? That's what we need.
Where is there any school in this wilderness?
We'll start one. I taught before I was married. I'd be glad to take charge. We could use one of the wagons.
No, not enough room. But there's a nice place in front of the old mission.
Oh, but then we have no school supplies. No blackboards or slates, no pencils and paper.
If we could find pieces of wood, like shingles, they could ride on those like the Indians.
Ride with what? Anyway, there are no shingles around here.
You'll just have to teach them by rote. Let them repeat out loud after you.
No, they can't learn to read that way, Vicky. They've got to see the letters.
Charcoal! That's what we write with.
But what can we write on?
Our hands.
Oh, Vicky. Ethan, take off your hat. Jimmy, sit down.
Come on,
Jimmy, sit down.
There's a blanket for you to sit on, Dee Dee. Right here.
I don't wanna.
You're going to have to learn to do what Miss Isbell asks you to.
Then can I sit by Mrs. Isabel? I want to sit by teacher.
That's all right by me. Spoiled brat!
That will do, Ethan. How many of you can write the letters of the alphabet? That's fine. We'll start with the letter A. Vicky will show you how to write. Now we're going to give each of you a piece of charcoal, and I want you to make the same mark on your hands. Is everybody finished?
Yes.
Oh, that's very good. Now we'll...
You didn't see mine.
That's very good, Dee Dee. Now we'll clean our hands and try the letter B.
You got my dress all dirty. He got my dress.
Even I'm ashamed of you. You go over there and stand in that arch with your back turned, and don't you come back until I tell you you can. Now we'll try the letter B. Vicky will show you. That's the letter B. Now see if each of you can make one as nice and neat as Vicky's.
Mrs. Bell!
Ethan, I don't want one word out of you.
But Mrs. Bell, can't you ever behave?
Well, children, now you know the letter B. B is for bear.
I don't know how their mothers stand them. One day with them at school and I'm beat. B-E-A-T.
You'll get used to it.
Look, I'm not going on, Mrs. Isbell. I just couldn't take it.
But I need you, Vicky.
Miss Isbell.
Oh, hello, Evelina.
Miss Isbell, I came to tell you I'm taking Dee Dee out of school.
But you can't do that. It would disrupt the whole class just as we've got started.
Why do you want to take her out?
She tells me that dreadful Bullock boy let a wild bear into the school, and Vicky used Dee Dee for a shield when the bear charged. Why, that's an outrageous fib. My Dee Dee does not tell untruths. Your Dee Dee is an unmitigated...
Please, Vicky. I'll handle this. Evelina, the plain fact is that while a bear did get into the school today, he was really more scared than the children, and he turned tail and fled.
Mrs. Isbell chased him with a burning stick. That's why he fled.
Oh, I didn't understand.
Maybe even she saved Dee Dee's life.
Oh, for goodness sakes, I never thought of that.
Dee Dee has a wonderful imagination, Evelina.
You think so?
She needs to be in school, so we can get that imagination working in the right direction.
She's very talented, isn't she?
Yes, she is. And you owe it to her to give her a chance to develop her talents in school.
Well, there's something in what you say.
I'll bring her back again tomorrow, but only if you give her your personal attention, Miss Isbell.
We'll do our best.
Thank you. See you in the morning.
Miss Isbell, I'll keep on at the school if you really need me.
Thank you, dear.
I think I'll enjoy helping you beat some truth into that dimpled little darling. 3 and 2.
5.
6 and 1.
7.
Spell cat.
C-A-T.
You have to raise it just a little more, Vicky. There, hold it right there. There, now, ease it down. Easy. Easy. There, that'll do it.
Go ahead and swear.
Why, Vicky.
It'd be good to hear some choice male cuss words around here again.
I know what you mean. I get just plain lonesome for the sound of men's voices. It's been a long time since they went away.
4 months.
Put this away, will you, Vicky?
Max.
Yes, it's Max. James let him leave his stuff in our wagon since he had none of his own.
M-A-X. see. Oh, I guess I've got spelling on the brain. Miss Isbell, what would happen to us if Mexico won the war?
Well, that's highly unlikely.
Would they come here and seize us?
Of course not.
Well, we are Americanos, alone and unprotected.
Now, nobody's bothered us so far, Vicky, and nobody's going to. So you put any such ideas out of your head. What do you want? We have no food to give away. No food.
Pues no hay carne, no hay frijoles, pues no sirve para nada.
No está bueno.
What do we do? I don't know.
Who are these men?
Don't you dare touch her.
Nina de Oro.
You get out of here. Vamos.
Scusa, signora. No offendi.
Vamos. You heard me. Get out. Vamos. It's all right, darling.
Vicky.
They've gone away.
Ethan got rid of them. Ethan, that was very brave of you.
Oh, shucks. I guess we've got a man with us after all. Well, for 2 cents, I'd let him have it. Both barrels.
Señoras, my men frighten you, see?
What do you want?
I'll bring a letter. Senora Isbel.
I'm Mrs. Isbell.
Oh.
It's from James.
Oh, this too.
Oh, Vicky, this is for you.
Me?
Oh, Vicky, how pretty.
Sencillos, muy bellas.
Who are they from? There's no name.
Our men are coming back. They've been discharged. They'll be here in a couple of weeks. We've all got to buckle down and work like beavers. So we'll be all ready to show your fathers how much we've learned while they've been away. I'm going to try you on some good hard words today. Do you all have your charcoal?
Yes, ma'am.
California.
C-A-L. California!
Oh, James, why don't you ask Mr. McPherson to share our meal tonight, him being alone?
Well, Mac isn't here. He found a place down on the San Benito River where he's going to settle.
So he's left the party.
Oh, we'll all be breaking up in a couple of days anyway, going our separate ways.
Yes. I suppose it wouldn't be worth his while to come all the way back here.
Hi. Oh, hello, Ethan. Dr. Isbell asked me to come over and help him pack some stuff. He'll be back directly. You suppose there's any schools in Yerba Buena? That's where my folks are going. Oh, I don't believe there are American schools anywhere in California yet. Where are you going from here, Vicky? Oh, with the Isbells, I suppose, to Monterey. They've sort of adopted me. Why don't you get married? Takes two for that. How about him? Who? Him. Oh, that's just a sketch I made up. It's Mac. Do you really think it looks like him? Uh-huh. You're a good artist, Vicky. Would you like to marry him? He's not coming back, Ethan. If he did, would you? I won't even be here. Well, if you was... The teacher's supposed to ask the questions, Ethan.
Oh, yes, that belongs to McPherson. Put it with his other stuff.
Just leave it here?
Oh, he'll be by to pick it up
When?
tomorrow.
He will?
Yes, he's riding up from San Benito.
Are you sure?
That's what he told me.
Well...
And when the exercises are over at the very end, we'll line the children up and have them spell school is out.
I can't wait to see what their parents think of their progress. I just hope they do well.
Oh, you mustn't prompt them. Remember, you have a tendency to want to make things a little easy for them.
I have?
It's perfectly natural. That's the mother instinct in you, whether you know it or not.
I'll go get the charcoal ready.
You have seen here today what the children have learned in the way of reading and writing and arithmetic. Now, I want to give credit where credit is due. Vicki? I could never have run this school without Vicki. She's been wonderful. It was her idea that we use our hands to write on, since we had no blackboards or slates or paper. She has shown imagination and patience, and hasn't hesitated on occasion to apply the palm of that same hand where it would do the most good. Vicki, take a bow. And now, as the last number on our program, children, the three sweetest words in the English language to the ears of children. Children. Vicky loves Mac. Children.
Wonderful the way things work out, isn't it? And if you want to see where California's first schoolma'am held forth, visit the old ruins of the Santa Clara Mission on the campus of the University of Santa Clara at Santa Clara, California. of the century saw the last of the great American gold strike. But for everyone who struck it rich, there were thousands who drifted along with the crowd. Some, like Billy Benson, lived on hope and handouts. And some, like Desert Annie, had a gift that earned her a steak anywhere. For Desert Annie was the best cook in all that land, from the Yukon to Tonopah. Many a man would have liked to marry Annie, but her stubborn heart was set on one. I call this story Man on the Run. It was long about 1905 that Billy Benson found a job entirely to his liking, sitting on a fraction claim in Goldfield, Nevada. Or maybe sitting isn't exactly the word.
Billy! Billy Benson! Come on down here and give me a helping hand.
Dang women. Ain't no place safe from them.
I managed to finagle a chicken, so I fried it up and brought it out to you for lunch.
Well, now, that was mighty nice of you, Desert Annie.
Billy!
Oh, excuse me.
I figured a good meal would ease the blow.
What blow?
Well, I knew a conscientious gentleman like you would be hard hit, considering you already owe me 3 months room and board.
Annie, what are you talking about?
You're out of a job.
Out of a job? Why, Jim Peel just hired me yesterday.
Today, there was a slight argument as to who owns this claim. Jim lost. They're over in the graveyard now burying him.
Poor Jim.
Don't look like you'll have anything to pay me now.
You know I'll pay it when I get it. Ain't like we were strangers. Why, we're old friends.
A woman who runs a boarding house has thousands of friends, and all of them hungry. Of course, if we was more than friends, you wouldn't owe me anything at all. I always say, there's nothing too good for a husband.
Well, it looks like there's just one thing for me to do.
What's that?
Get busy and find another job.
Tim Warner?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Tim. Get going.
Well, looks like you're leaving town.
I'm dead.
Well, thought I'd go over towards Greenwater. Been hearing rumors of copper over there the last couple of days.
Greenwater, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like you got an extra hat back there on the barrel. You better put it somewhere so it won't blow away.
Oh, yeah. Y'all got to watch that. Keep blowing around in the wagon. Well, I guess better be going along. Got a long, hot ride ahead of me. Get up!
Greenwater, huh?
How do you do, sir? Your fair city of Greenwater looks like a real nice place, but the fellow can be as thirsty here as in any other town.
Thirstier? There's no water for 25 miles.
Well, I wasn't exactly thinking of water. Now, let me be frank with you.
You haven't got the price of a drink.
You guessed it. You know of any place where a fellow might make an honest dollar?
No, Say, wait a minute. There's a newspaper outfit arrived in town today. Proprietor's name is John Tully. Fixing on open a place a couple of doors down the street. Maybe he'd give you a job, that is, if you know anything about a newspaper.
I've read them all. What more do I need to know? How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
Are you Mr. Tully?
That's right.
My name is Benson. I hear you're looking for a newspaper man.
Yes, I am. Well, what experience have you had, Benson?
Mr. Tully, I can honestly say I'm familiar with all types of newspaper writing from the Yukon to Tonopah.
I wasn't thinking of writing. I handle that myself. What I need is a man who can set type. Lost my compositor on the trip over. He got kicked by a mule. Have you had any experience setting type?
Yes, sir, I have. One time when I was associated with the Esmeralda News, the typesetting fellow went out to stake a claim and set up a camp in a nest of rattlesnakes. I pinch hit it on the type till they got another man.
Well, that's more experience than anyone else in this town has had, so I guess I'll have to settle for it. I can pay you $15 a week to start with.
Mr. Tully, you got yourself a deal.
Good.
My friend, you are now looking at a member of the press.
No fooling.
So I've been thinking the staff of the Greenwater Times should rate credit at this establishment.
I think it might be arranged.
I think I'm going to like this town.
Set 'em up for everybody, Tom. I've made a strike. Got copper by the bushel.
Now I know I'm going to like this town.
Benson!
Tommy!
What in blazes is taking you so long?
Here it is, all finished.
The slowest compositor in 88 counties. Great suffering catfish. Look at that headline.
What's the matter with it?
Body of water found with bullet in head.
What's it supposed to be?
Waiter, of course. Body of waiter.
Oh, I guess I made a mistake. Body of water.
I don't know why I bothered to put out a paper. By the time you get through with the news, there isn't a paragraph in it that makes sense.
Well, maybe I could do better if I wasn't so weak.
Weak? What are you weak from?
Hunger. I'm getting so dizzy I can hardly read the type. Now, if you could see your way clear to pay me a little...
Pay?
Account...
You ought to be paying me on account of your ruining my paper.
Howdy, Billy.
Hi, Tim.
Say, you don't look so good.
I ain't good.
What's the matter?
I'm starving to death.
Yeah, well, I got good news for you. From now on, you'll be eating like a king.
How do you figure that?
Friend of yours in town.
Oh, no.
Desert Annie has moved to Greenwater, set up a boarding house, and from now on, you'll never know another hungry day.
That's what you think.
What do you mean to tell me you'd turn your back on flapjacks for breakfast and beefsteak pie?
When there's a ball and chain attached, brother, you said it. Billy Benson just ain't that hungry. One measly little can, 2 days till payday. Billy, my boy, you've hit bottom this time.
Is it too late to put an advertisement in the paper?
Annie!
Don't act so surprised. You knew I was in town. What on earth are you doing with that can of sardines?
Well, I'm opening it for the cat. What else would I be doing with it?
Well, does the cat eat bread, too?
It may seem strange to you, but she just happens to like it, dipped in sardine juice.
Well, what are you waiting for? Why don't you feed her? Don't torment the poor animal. She looks like she's starving.
She's not the only one.
Well, go on. Give it to her. Well, Billy, what's the matter? You look like you're going to fall flat on your face. Why, I bet you haven't had a decent meal in a week.
When a man like me gets too busy, he can't be bothered thinking about food.
Well, and he shouldn't have to. That's what a woman's for, to take care of him. Now, I have room for just one more in my boarding house. I was going to put an ad in the paper, but now I see my duty plain. Billy Benson, I'm taking you home with me.
Oh, no, you don't, Annie. Not with the money I owe you. I can't afford the dough anymore. I can't.
Well, you don't have to worry about it. After you've eaten 2 or 3 platefuls of roast beef and potatoes and washed it down with all the coffee you can drink, you can top it off with hot apple pie.
How does it feel to be the star boarder, Benson? Special hours, special food? Hot cakes and ham and eggs. That's not what I had for breakfast.
A newspaper man don't have much choice about his hours, so I eat whatever they put before me.
You know, it's a funny thing. You and I have been boarding here about a month now, but I ain't had no such fancy grub set before me. How do you manage it, Benson? By sweet-talking the landlady?
I never sweet-talked no woman in my life.
I wouldn't blame you for trying. I'll bet Desert Annie's got quite a neat little pile stashed away, huh?
I wouldn't know. But I reckon if she has, she earned it waiting on logheads like you.
Billy, come in here a minute. I want to talk to you.
I'm in a big hurry, Annie.
Well, land sakes, you can come in a minute. I hear you've been made a high up on the newspaper.
Yep. Now that Greenwater's getting to be such a big camp, the miners and their families pouring in every day, Tully's asked me to help him with the reporting. So adding that to setting the type, I'm a pretty busy man. And I better be getting back to work.
Wait a minute, Billy. You and me have been friends for a long time, haven't we? And I done lots of favors for you when you was up against it.
Well, sure, Annie, sure.
Well, you can do one for me now that you're a big mucky muck. Our new women's club is having their first big shindig tonight. It's a benefit for the schoolhouse. And I want you to give us a real nice write-up in the newspaper.
Annie, I can't write up no woman stuff, and you know it.
You mean you refuse? And after all I've done for you? And you 4 months behind in your board?
You know I'd do anything I could, but Annie, holy gosh.
Well, right then. You can just take me to the benefit tonight and write about it afterwards.
Take you?
Well, you wouldn't want me to go alone, would you? And have all them married women lording it over me with their men?
But, Annie, I never meant to...
Oh, Billy, I'll be a real credit to you. Look at this. It's the loveliest dress I've ever had in my life. And I made it just so you could be proud of me.
So I could... What time does the shindig start?
7:30.
Well, all right. But make sure you're ready. Billy Benson don't wait around for no woman. me a quick one, Tom, and put a lot of courage in it.
That'll put iron in your spine.
Brother, do I need it tonight?
Have another on me, Benson.
Nope. Got places to go.
Once you hurry, a couple of more make you twice as brave. Isn't that right, Tom?
It sure is. Well, now, maybe you're right.
Fill her up. My friends, you've got me in a good mood. Tonight, I'll buy all the courage you can drink. Fill her up again, Tom.
That no-good betrayer. Everything will be over and nobody will ever see my lovely dress. Why, Duke Heisler, what are you doing here?
I come to take you to the benefit, Miss Annie. That is, if you do me the honor.
Something's happened to Billy.
Got himself stewed to the gills.
So that's it.
He's been tanking up all evening and bragging about how he was standing you up.
What?
Made my blood boil till I was fair ready to wallop him. But I figured it'd be more to the point if I came to the rescue of the lady in distress.
Well, Annie Parker ain't in no distress over no man, least of all Billy Benson.
Guess I'm a little late, Annie.
After what you've done, you have the gall to come here and face me?
I'm terrible sorry, Annie. I just stopped for a glass.
Mr. Heisler, take me out of here before I do something violent.
With pleasure, Annie.
Heisler? Why, he's
The gentleman who came to my rescue when I was stood up by a heel.
Annie, wait a minute. Don't be mad, Annie. I'll make it up to you.
That's the worst thing I've ever done in all
It's
my
an
life.
outrageous insult. The man should be horsed.
Horsewhipping's too good for him. They should be hung.
Daddy,
Yes.
did you write this piece about the Women's Club benefit?
I did not. It was put in without my knowledge or consent.
Well, who wrote it then?
Billy Benson.
I told you so.
Where is he?
Back there in the press room.
Benson, come out here. We got business with you.
Hello, fellas. What's all the excitement about?
You wrote this piece about the Women's Club, didn't you?
Sure I did, but
That's good enough for me.
Now, wait, you don't understand.
Tell it to the judge. You can have your say when we get you.
Wait a minute, fellas, I can explain the whole thing.
Order in the court. The trial of Billy Benson will now begin.
But you have to appoint a prosecutor, Judge.
Well, then I'll appoint you, Pat Kelly.
Now, hold on now. Billy's got to have a lawyer.
I'll defend myself. I demand to know what crime I'm accused of.
Benson, you're accused of writing and printing in the paper a piece that is damaging to the good character of the women of Greenwater.
I never did any such thing. I'm not guilty. Now, I know I'm not guilty.
Order! Looks like it's time for you to start prosecuting, Pat.
Kelly, come up here. I'll be leading you to read the evidence. Now, the accused, William Benson, has already admitted that he wrote this dastardly pile of insults about the women of Greenwater.
I never wrote any insults about any woman.
We'll let the judge decide that.
Sit down, Billy.
Kelly, read the notice aloud.
Mrs. Bill Strong poured in an extremely décolleté gown of black Chantilly lace, which enhanced the lights in her red hair and peach-like complexion.
It's a lie. My wife never wore no gown she was poured in. She wears her clothes respectable.
And I never dyed my hair red nor wore no peach paint on my face, neither.
Miss Annie Parker was to be found behind the piano in an empire frock, surmounted by a pancake Malene hat.
Billy Benson, you know I wasn't found behind no piano. I ain't never been drunk in my life.
But Go on. The ladies of the choral group were a little decayed, but the audience was greatly entertained by their wilting voices.
It's an outrage. They look real nice and their voices were beautiful.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Judge, before this goes any farther, I gotta have a chance to speak.
I reckon it's time you had a say, Benson. Go ahead.
The fact is, I lied when I said I wrote that piece.
If you didn't do it, who did?
I don't know, but I copied it word for word out of a San Francisco newspaper. Tom Cahill can tell you that's true.
That's right, Judge. Billy was at my bar feeling real low down, because he promised to write a piece for a lady friend he admires very much. Then he come across that very piece in the San Francisco paper. I know, because he tore it out and showed it to me.
All I did was take out the names of them San Francisco society ladies and put in the names of the ladies of Greenwater instead.
I don't believe it.
They wouldn't write insults about them high-up women in any paper, saying their singers was decayed and their voices was wilting.
I reckon what they said was the singers was delayed and their voices was lilting. But I guess I made a few mistakes in the printing.
I happen to know them mistakes was deliberate. Put in there for the purpose of insulting the good women of Greenwater.
That's a lie.
How do you know that, Heisler?
He told me so himself.
He's lying, Judge.
It was yesterday morning, Judge. He was sitting in the dining room over a plate full of hot cakes and ham, fixed for him by that fine lady, Desert Annie Parker. And while he was sitting there, eating what she so kindly fixed for him, he was telling me he despised women. That man Benson is a woman hater, and he planned every one of them mistakes. I tell you, he was deliberately insulting your women folk and trying to besmirch your good names.
Order in the court! Order in the court!
Let him give us your verdict, Judge, or we'll have him strung up before he hears it.
Now, wait a minute. Order in the court. Quiet, everybody, quiet. Now, you can't hang him until after I give my verdict. It's illegal. As duly elected judge of this court, I now pronounce the prisoner, Bill Benson.
Wait, Judge, don't say it. You can't give your verdict until you hear from me. I have some important evidence.
Well, what evidence have you got, Annie?
Well, there's lots of things that have been said here today that are true. Billy Benson did put that story in the paper and did put in those insulting mistakes. But it's a downright lie to say he did it on purpose because he's a woman hater. Billy Benson is no woman hater, and I'm the one who knows it. He put that piece in the paper as a special favor to me, on account of I'm the woman he's gonna marry.
Billy Benson, stand up. Is this true, Benson? You planning to marry Annie?
Any man that has a chance with a woman like her would be a fool not to take it. Scott, if you was a real judge, I'd ask you to tie the knot right now.
Well, I wish I could. There's one thing I can do, and that's to give my verdict. I now pronounce Bill Benson to be not guilty.
Thanks, Bob.
Well, Billy Benson was found not guilty, but he got a life sentence anyway. He married Annie Parker. Funny part of it is, he discovered that the job he'd been running away from for years fit like a glove, being the man around the house. If you're traveling down the desert east of Death Valley, you'll see signs of an old railroad grade, its tracks long since torn up. Now, this was the Tonopah and Tidewater Railroad, built at the time of a big mining boom in Nevada, which reached its peak in 1907. A telegraph line extended alongside the tracks, connecting camps along the route with the outside world. Now, my story has to do with the telegraph operators at 3 of these stations and a certain lady known as the Rose of Rhyolite. The first of these telegraphers, Andy Lake, was at Death Valley Junction. The total population at the junction consisted of a half a dozen section hands. So you can't blame Andy much for picking up any bits of news or gossip that come his way and relaying them on to his fellow telegraphers. He's calling Cliff Henshaw now up the line at Beatty. Let's hear what he has to say.
Number 1, just cleared on time. Another box, American Beauties, aboard for Rose of Rhyolite.
Will notify Barney Yates Rhyolite to put on ice.
Rose must be some looker.
Barney says packs in Rhyolite Casino. Get him introduce us Saturday night.
Sure. I'll take you see Rose meet here my joint. Boy, wait till you see her dance.
Hey, Andy.
Hello, Mr. Collins. Want to send a message, sir?
I've got a message for you, Andy. There's a carload of livestock coming up on the next train.
Livestock?
Mm-hmm. Beef cattle for Furnace Creek Ranch. The foreman will be over to drive them back to the valley in the morning. Meantime, you ride herd on them.
Me?
You're the freight agent as well as telegrapher, aren't you?
Just that I have a date tonight.
You had a date.
Stuck down at Death Valley Junction.
Hey, Rose.
She's getting ready to throw a rose. Fellow who catches it gets to be her partner. Boy.
I win. No fair. I had it first. You grabbed it away from me.
Tough luck. I believe I have the honor.
He's lying. I got it first.
Liquor's gone to his head.
Never mind the wisecracks, smart guy.
A rose between two thorns.
I come all the way from Beatty.
We'll come again. Anytime.
Timer. Never so sore in life.
I got idea. Let's steal march on Barney. Borrow handcar. Take lady for ride.
Car right at door. How about Sunday?
Swell. I'm tired, Cliff.
Suppose you take a turn at it.
No, you're doing fine.
Oh, I adore Speed. You're wonderful. Flex those great, strong muscles. Oh, be careful.
I'll hold on to you, baby.
That's not necessary.
Don't tell me a rose by any other name could be as sweet.
Why, the man's a poet.
Oh, he's a brass pounder just like me.
Brass pounder.
That's slang for telegrapher. Another nickname is Sparks.
Sparks. I see what you mean.
What are we stopping here for?
It's your turn, Sparks, old boy, to flex those big, strong muscles. I'll entertain a lady on the way back. All right, Sparks, let her go.
Two's company. Three's a crowd.
Yeah? Next time I'll take her alone.
You're the fellow that stole the handcar. I beg your pardon? Who gave you permission? You'll have to ask him about that, sir. I intend to. Cliff. Cliff Henshaw.
Oh, hello, Mr. Burroughs.
Who told you you could take that sidecar? You know it's strictly against the rules. This is railroad property. That's just what I told him, sir. You belong around here? No, indeed. I live way off down the line.
Why, he's a telegrapher for the road just like me.
I mean like you was. You're fired, Henshaw.
But, Mr. Burroughs...
Get in the depot and pick up your stuff. I'll give you a week's salary. Let that be a lesson to you.
Putting all the blame on me when it was your idea in the first place.
One of her side combs. I'll return it to her next Saturday night when I go over to Rhyolite. By train.
You and Barney both double-crossed me. I'm never speaking to either of you again as long as I live.
Andy, understand, Cliff, quit job. Gone prospecting. Why?
Cliff always was temperamental.
Darn him. Now, boss has idea. Transfer me to Beatty. You've missed it. Never meeting Rose.
Expect me next Saturday night.
What do you say we get into our glad rags for the casino?
I'm all dressed.
Oh, are you wearing those?
What's the matter with him?
Nothing. It's a nice, plain suit.
Don't tell me you're wearing soup and fish.
I do have a new outfit. Come on in the back room. I'll show it to you. How do you like it? Blew 2 weeks' pay on it. Why, even the Galluses are spanking new.
$32.50. Well, that's kind of extravagant if you're going to be transferred to Beatty. Beatty's a dub.
Well, it'll make a nice outfit to get married in.
Married?
You can use the bowl and pitcher if you like.
Where are you going?
Next door. Take a real bath. A good hot soak.
Rose of Rhyolite, here I come.
You ripped something?
It don't matter. What's a suit?
You talk like you was made of money. I'm beginning to think the wrong man's been sending me roses.
Oh, baby. Hail, blithe spirit.
Take off my coat.
That too. Just the least little mite too tight.
And my vest.
You mean your waistcoat? That's what Rose called it.
And my pants.
Thanks for the loan, old boy. Next.
This.
Good morning, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, I was unavoidably detained. I'll have the place open for business in a jiffy, sir.
You're through, Andy.
Through?
Your services as telegrapher at Death Valley Junction are no longer needed.
Mr. Collins.
You've fallen down on the job.
I was not down. Please, sir, give me another chance. I've been with the road since it started. I helped string those telegraph lines. Miles and miles of them through the toughest kind of country.
All right. We'll put you back to work as a linesman.
A linesman?
Maybe 6 months outside will knock some sense into you. Your pay will be adjusted accordingly.
happen to Sparks?
Sparks?
Your cute friend from Beatty. He said he was coming over again.
Oh. He turned prospector and went out into the desert all alone. And it's his job they're moving me to, blast the luck. It means I'm going to be 5 miles away from you.
And what about that other fella, the snappy dresser, from the junction?
Oh, they fired him out on his ear. He's climbing telegraph poles again.
Gee, I'm losing all of you.
Not me, baby.
Diamond.
You like it?
How many carats? Look at it sparkle. All the colors of the rainbow. Oh, Barney, sweetie, thank you.
This is where it belongs.
Now you're gonna make me cry.
You just tell me the size of your finger, and I'll get it made up into a ring.
You're not going to take it back.
Till I get it set.
Please, let me keep it for just a little while, like this, so I can look at it and dream.
About me?
Who else?
Storm. Rain the river's outside. Lucky if you don't have any washout.
Number 1's on time. I got a dispatch from Shoshone about 40 minutes ago. She ought to have left the junction by now.
We'll check and find out.
Yes, sir. No answer. No, the wire's dead. The line must be down somewhere. You know, sir, it must have just happened. Or else they wouldn't let that train go through with the cargo she's carrying.
Yeah, the governor's aboard.
The governor? I was referring to a shipment of explosives, 2 carloads.
Holy smoke!
Cliff! Oh. Hello, boss. Son of a gun of a storm. Mind if I dry out?
Go ahead. The line's down between here and the junction.
Picked a bad time to go. Track's underwater in places.
How deep?
Oh, foot maybe.
Any washouts?
Not that I could see.
Number 1's coming up in the junction with the governor aboard.
Great guns.
You said it. Also, 2 carloads of explosives.
Explosives? You want me to go down the line, sir, and check? I can take the handcar.
I'll go with you. You stay here on the key, Barney, just in case any messages come through.
Right.
Come on. Beatty. Calling Beatty. Calling Beatty.
Andy, where are you?
about half mile south of bridge. Line down.
Boss, Cliff, on way. Be there soon.
Right. So this is where the break is. Yeah. Well, we'll have to try to fix it. And stop number one before she leaves the junction. Water coming down from those mountains, there won't be a pole left standing down below there. Well, you try to get through on the telegraph. Cliff and I'll try and make it across the bridge. There's the bridge. She's due any minute. Give me that lantern.
They'll never be able to see you from the other side.
Throwing up that pole, signal from there.
Maybe the governor will pin a medal on you for saving his life.
I got all I want. My old job back as operator at the junction.
Same here. You can have the rest.
Well, thanks. I hope you'll all be able to come over to Rhyolite for the wedding.
The wedding?
Who to?
Well, it hasn't been announced yet, but she has the diamond.
Why, you son of a gun. Well, speaking about diamonds and weddings, look at this on the front page of a Los Angeles newspaper that the brakeman on number one gave me. Wealthy mining man marries Rhyolite dancer in surprise wedding.
It can't be.
There's her picture.
The bride was distinguished by a sparkling diamond in her front tooth. My diamond.
I'm through with it. You can have it.
Why, that scheming little two-timer.
Three-timer.
And to think she nearly broke up our friendship.
So here we leave them, our three telegraphers. Circuits mended, all back at their respective posts. Everything's normal again on the Tonopah Tidewater.
সাইমা বিনতে হানিফ, দিলারা হানিফ, হানিফের মর্যাদা আপনি রেখেছেন। তো আজকে এই পর্বের ফিশ ফিউশনের সবচেয়ে বেস্ট ডিশ।
স্কোরটা কি বলে এটা দেখার জন্য আমরা সবাই উদ্গ্রীব হয়ে বসে আছি, দেখি কি বলে। এবারে ফরিদপুরের প্রতিযোগী সাইমা, আপনার রেসিপি নিয়ে দ্রুত চলে আসুন। আমাদের আজকের সর্বশেষ প্রতিযোগী।
হ্যালো স্যার। হ্যালো ম্যাম। হ্যালো ম্যাম। আমার আজকে ছিল চাইনিজ কুইজিন, আর আমি বানিয়েছি জাইউ।
কি ফিশ ব্যবহার করেছে?
রুই ফিশ ভাই, রুই ফিশ। ট্যাংরার বেলে মাছের কপাল খারাপ, কারো হাতে ধরা পড়েনি।
Chinese fried fish with sweet and sour sauce. আর সাথে ভেজিটেবলস গুলো কি? Sorted vegetables garnished with crispy skin.
জি।
প্লেটিংটা নিয়ে আগে বলি। I really like the plating.
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Garnishটা adds a lot of value. It's still very crispy. Crispy skin খেতে এমনি মজা লাগে। Star of the dish would be the sauce. The sauce is too good. Overall, অনেক মজা।
থ্যাংক ইউ। শেফ সব বলে দিয়েছে, আমি একটা কথাই বলবো, খুবই ভালো। ওয়াও, থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
সেম সেম। থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম। সাইমা বিনতে হানিফ, দিলারা হানিফ, হানিফের মর্যাদা আপনি রেখেছেন। তো আজকে এই পর্বের ফিশ ফিউশনের সবচেয়ে বেস্ট ডিশ। থ্যাংক ইউ। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Costingও perfect আছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
ওয়াও।
সেরা রাঁধুনি রান্নায় শ্রেষ্ঠত্বের লড়াই সিজন 8। দর্শক, আজকের ফুড টেস্টিং শেষ, এবারে স্কোরিং এর পালা। প্রথমেই নওগাঁর জুয়াইরিয়া। স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখবো, দেখবো আপনার স্কোর কত। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 27.4 আউট অফ 30। এবারে নওশিন বরিশালের, দেখি স্কোর কত। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 29.4 out of 30. Congratulations. এবারে আমার মিতা রাজশাহীর মৌসুমী কবির, ইন্ডিয়ান কুজিন তিনি রান্না করেছিলেন, দেখি তার স্কোর কত। 27.8 out of 30. এবারে রাজশাহীর লীনা, দেখে নেই স্কোর কত হলো। 24 out of 30. এবার আমি চলে যাব ফরিদপুরের সাইমার কাছে। গত পর্বে খুব ভালো একটা ডিশ আপনি বানিয়েছিলেন, দুর্দান্ত ছিল প্লেটিং। আজকেও আপনার ফুড খেয়ে প্রত্যেক বিচারক খুব প্রশংসা করেছেন এবং দিলারা হানি পূর্ণিমা বলেছেন আজকের বেস্ট রেসিপি। সো স্কোরটা কি বলে এটা দেখার জন্য আমরা সবাই উদ্গ্রীব হয়ে বসে আছি, দেখি কি বলে। 29.4 out of 30. নওশিনের সঙ্গে টাই হয়ে গেল। সাইমা এবং নওশিন দুজন টাই করেছে 29.4। এবারে কুমিল্লার সাফায়াত, আপনার স্কোরটা দেখে নেব। 28.6 out of 30. Congratulations সাফায়াত। এবারে কুষ্টিয়ার জিনাত, দেখি স্কোর কত। 16.6 out of 30. এবার আমি চলে যাব চট্টগ্রামের উর্মি মাহবুবের কাছে। উর্মি মাহবুব, স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখবো। 26.4 out of 30. এবারে ঢাকার নিপা সামহাও একটু অস্থির রয়েছে আমার কাছে মনে হয়, এবং যেরকম একটা ভালো পারফরমেন্স আমরা আশা করেছি সেই পারফরমেন্সটা পাচ্ছি না নিপার কাছ থেকে। সো আজকেও পারফরমেন্স খুব একটা ভালো হয়নি। স্ক্রিনে একটু চোখ রাখবো, দেখবো আজকের স্কোর কত। 17.8 out of 30. নট গুড। আজ ছিল আমাদের থার্ড চ্যালেঞ্জ, ফিশ ফিউশনের প্রথম দিন।
আসলে আমাদের কোনো প্ল্যানিং ছিলই না কাউকে এলিমিনেট করার। কিন্তু
আপনাকে টপ 9-এ আসতে হবে, এন্ড আপনি যখন টপ 9-এ আসবেন তখন আপনার জন্য র্যাঙ্কিং ওয়াইজ অনেক অ্যাডভান্টেজেস থাকবে।
কুমু চলে আসুন।
আমাদের শেরাধুনির ট্রেডিশন অনুযায়ী there is this black scarf যেটা আমাদের টপ স্কোরার অলওয়েজ পায়। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
আমি প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ পেয়েছি। আমি আমার এই ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ বা স্কোরিং বার মার্কটা আমি যেটা সেট করেছি এটা আমি মেনটেন করার চেষ্টা করব।
নাতাশা, আপনি কিছু বলতে চান মুনিমকে নিয়ে?
আমি আসলে অনেক বেশি এক্সপেকটেশন ছিল আমার, বাট ওনার নার্ভাসনেস ছিল অনেক বেশি। তারপর ভেবেছিলাম যে কিছু একটা বেটার হবে, বাট আনফরচুনেটলি সে আসলে ওভাবে করতে পারে।
ওকে, মুনিম কিছু বলতে চান?
আমার নিজের কাছ থেকে এক্সপেকটেশন এর চেয়ে ভালো ছিল। আনফরচুনেটলি আমি আমার মতো করে আউটকামটা দিতে পারিনি।
ওকে, এখন স্কোরটা আমরা দেখে নেই। লেটস হ্যাভ আ লুক। 15.2 আউট অফ 30। ওয়েল, আজকে আমরা জেনে গেছি আমাদের 10 পার্টিসিপেন্টসের স্কোর, এবং আজকের টপার হচ্ছেন নাশিতা বাশার। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। আউট অফ 30, 26.6। আমাদের প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জ উৎসবের স্বাদ, এবং দুদিন কিন্তু শেষ হয়েছে, তো 2 পর্ব মিলিয়ে আমাদের হাইয়েস্ট স্কোরার হচ্ছে কুমু। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। আউট অফ 30, 27.2। এবার 2 বটম 2 পেয়ে গেছি, যারা দুজন আজ এই মহামঞ্চ থেকে বাড়ি ফিরবে। আমরা স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখবো এবং দেখে নেব কোন দুজন বাড়ি ফিরছেন। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। ডাক্তার মুনিম হোসাইন আউট অফ 30 পেয়েছেন 15.2। শারমিন সাবা লিনা, তিনি পেয়েছেন আউট অফ 30, 15.6। ডাক্তার মুনিম, আপনি আজকে বলতে গেলে দ্বিতীয় জীবন পেয়েছিলেন, কারণ গত পর্বে যখন আপনি আসলে একটা রেসিপি পেলেন, সেটা ছিল কুমুর রেসিপি, যে রেসিপি দিয়ে তিনি কিন্তু প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জের হাইয়েস্ট স্কোরার হয়েছেন, এবং আপনি সেটা করতে পারবেন না বলেই কিন্তু আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারকেরা সেটা পরিবর্তন করেছিলেন, কারণ রেসিপিটা বুঝতে সমস্যা হচ্ছিল আপনার। সো আজকে ছিল আপনার জন্য সেকেন্ড চান্স, এবং খুব একটা কঠিন রেসিপি আপনি পাননি, বাট সেই আশানুরূপ আউটপুটটা আপনার কাছ থেকে আমরা পাইনি। একই সাথে লিনা, মোরগ পোলাও ছিল আপনার রেসিপি, বাট সেই মোরগ পোলাওয়ের প্রপার কালারই আসেনি আপনার। খাবারটা পুরোটাই তেতো। আপনার যিনি মেন্টর ছিলেন তিনিও সেই কথা বলেছেন। আমি ঠিক জানি না, হাত কিন্তু মাইমুনারও কেটে গিয়েছিল, বাট মাইমুনা খুব গুড পারফরমেন্স দিয়েছে। সো এটা একটা মহামঞ্চে টিকে থাকতে হলে আপনাকে প্রতিটা সেকেন্ড লড়াই করতে হবে। ওকে, তার মানে আমাদের সেরা 20 থেকে আজ বিদায় নিচ্ছেন দুজন। তারা হলেন ফরিদপুরের ডক্টর মুনিম এবং সেই সাথে রাজশাহীর লিনা। এবার ছাড়তে হচ্ছে মহামঞ্চ, কিন্তু অবশ্যই নেক্সট টাইম বেটার লাক।
এক মিনিট লিনা এবং ডক্টর মুনিম, আপনি আপনার জায়গায় যান প্লিজ। আপনিও চলে আসুন। আমার কিছু কথা ছিল। সবাইকেই এরকম বাজে পারফরমেন্সের জন্যই কিন্তু স্কোর কম পাবে এবং এই মঞ্চ ছেড়ে চলে যেতে হবে। কিন্তু এই ঈদের আমেজে, ঈদের সময় আসলে আমাদের কোনো প্ল্যানিং ছিলই না কাউকে এলিমিনেট করার। কিন্তু পরবর্তীতে সেটা আর হবে না। তবে এই 2 পর্ব উৎসবের স্বাদ এবং আগামী থিম যেটা থাকছে, এই দুটো থিম মিলিয়ে আপনাদের স্কোর কিউমুলেটিভ করে যে বটম 2 থাকছেন তারা অবশ্যই এলিমিনেট হচ্ছেন।
আসলে অনেক কিছুই তো হলো, অনেক নাটকীয়তা। ভাগ্য নির্ধারণ করার আরেকটা সুযোগ কিন্তু এখানে সবাই পেয়ে গেলে তোমরা, যারা লোয়েস্ট স্কোরার আমি বলবো। নেক্সটে কিন্তু এটা আর থাকছে না।
নেক্সট এপিসোডে, সিরিজ অফ এপিসোডে 20 থেকে 18 হয়ে যাবে, and then you will be divided into 18. Top 9 হওয়াটা is very important for you guys, for everyone. আপনাদের ফাইট এটা হতে পারে না যে আমি জাস্ট সার্ভাইভ করব। আপনাকে টপ 9-এ আসতে হবে, and আপনি যখন টপ 9-এ আসবেন তখন আপনার জন্য র্যাঙ্কিং ওয়াইজ অনেক অ্যাডভান্টেজেস থাকবে।
কুমু চলে আসুন।
আমাদের শেরাধুনির ট্রেডিশন অনুযায়ী there is this black scarf যেটা আমাদের টপ স্কোরার অলওয়েজ পায়। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
আমি প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ পেয়েছি। আমি আমার এই ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ বা স্কোরিং বার মার্কটা আমি যেটা সেট করেছি এটা আমি মেনটেন করার চেষ্টা করব নিজের জন্য।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। আরও একবার আপনার জায়গায় চলে যাবে।
আজকে শুরুটা মিষ্টি মুখ দিয়ে হলো, মানে সুইট ডেজার্ট খেয়ে একদম পুরো ফিদা হয়ে গেলাম। ভয় পাচ্ছি আপনার জানকে যে চ্যালেঞ্জ করেছি।
সো এবার আমি আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি ঢাকার প্রতিযোগী নাশিতা বাশারকে, আপনার খাবার নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আমার আজকের রেসিপি গ্রিন অ্যাপেল অ্যান্ড ব্যানানা টফি পাই উইথ অরেঞ্জ হানি ডার্সন।
সেটা উপরের পাইপিংটা কি ফ্লেভারস দিয়ে করেছেন?
যেহেতু আমার অরেঞ্জ ডার্সন ছিল, আমি একটু অরেঞ্জ এসেন্স দিয়েছি।
ভিতরের ফিলিংটা কি অ্যাপেল?
অ্যাপেল অ্যান্ড ব্যানানা।
দেখতে এমনি সুন্দর হয়েছে, দ্য কালার্স আর নাইস। কাটার পরে ভিতরের লেয়ারিংটাও ওয়াজ ওকে। ফিলিংটা ইটস অ্যাপেল অ্যান্ড ব্যানানা। হোয়াট আই লাইক ইজ বোথ অ্যাপেল অ্যান্ড ব্যানানার ফ্লেভারটা বোঝা যায়। আপনি যেটা বলে সেল করছেন বা যেটা নাম দিচ্ছেন ওটার সাথে ম্যাচ করে জিনিসটা। সুইটনেস ইজ পারফেক্ট, টার্টটাও সুন্দরভাবে কুক হয়েছে, অ্যান্ড ওভারঅল আই থিঙ্ক ইট ওয়াজ আ গুড ট্রাই।
নাশিতা আমার কাছে খুব ভালো লেগেছে, শেফ যা বলেছে সব কিছুই ঠিক আছে। এক কথা আমি বলবো ওয়াও।
আজকে শুরুটা মিষ্টি মুখ দিয়ে হলো, মানে সুইট ডেজার্ট খেয়ে একদম পুরো ফিদা হয়ে গেলাম। খুবই ভালো।
প্লেটের কস্টিংটা আপনি দিয়েছেন, প্লেটে স্ট্রবেরিটা মেনশন করেননি। স্ট্রবেরি কস্টিংটা এখানে মিসিং। আদার দেন দ্যাট ইটস ওকে।
এবারে জয়পুরহাটের কুমু, দেখা যাক তার রেসিপি কতটা টেস্টি হয়েছে। চলে আসুন।
আমি আজকে বানিয়েছি হানি জিঞ্জার মিন্স বিফ ব্রকলি স্টির ফ্রাই হোমমেড মোজারেলা ক্রিসপি নাচোস।
এই তিনটা কি?
তিনটা সস বানিয়েছি। গ্রিন কালার যেটা দেখা যাচ্ছে এটা হচ্ছে কোরিয়ান্ডার আর পিনাটস এর একটা সস। এটা হ্যাঁ, আর এটা আর ইয়েলো যেটা মাস্টার্ড ইয়েলো কালার, এটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি মাস্টার্ড মেও একটা সস। আর এইটা হচ্ছে হানি জিঞ্জার ট্যামারিন্ড একটা সস।
প্লেটিং লুকস রিয়েলি নাইস, অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে। দ্য নাচোস আর ক্রিসপি। আই থিঙ্ক ইট ওয়াজ ভেরি স্মার্ট অফ ইউ যে দুভাবে নাচোস করা। ইট ইজ সেফ থাকা যে আমি ওভেনেও করছি আবার ডিপ ফ্রাইও করছি। আপনার রেসিপিতে ব্রকলি ছিল, বাট এটাকে মিন্স করে বিফের সাথে দিয়ে দিয়েছেন। আই থিঙ্ক দ্যাট ওয়াজ ভেরি স্মার্ট, এক্সেলেন্ট একটা আইডিয়া ছিল।
এক্সেলেন্ট একটা, মানে আমি কি বলবো যে ফ্যাবুলাস একটা ফুড খেলাম, মুখের মধ্যে এখনো আমি রয়ে গেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ। এত সুন্দর দুজন বিজ্ঞ বিচারকের কাছে কমপ্লিমেন্ট পেয়ে গেছেন অলরেডি, আমি আর কি বলবো। ভয় পাচ্ছি আপনার জানকে যে চ্যালেঞ্জ করেছি। গত পর্বের সিদ্ধান্তটা আসলে ঠিক ছিল। থ্যাংক ইউ। থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
এটাকে আপনি লাস্টে ডিভাইড বাই 2 কানা করে দুটো পোর্শন করেন
আরেকটা প্লেটিং এ হ্যাঁ
পারফেক্ট থ্যাংক ইউ
থ্যাংক ইউ
কালকে থেকে ভালো হবে সাইমা আজকে ডু অর ডাই কিন্তু হ্যাঁ
ইনশাআল্লাহ ভালো হবে
আর মাত্র 5 মিনিটস বাকি আছে, অনলি 5 মিনিটস।
সাইমা কি অবস্থা
আজকে আমি পাতুরি করেছি
নাইস
ইলিশ মাছ আর কচু দিয়ে, আর একটা পিস করেছি ওই মান কচুটা দিয়ে।
কালকে থেকে ভালো হবে
ইনশাআল্লাহ
সাইমা আজকে ডু অর ডাই কিন্তু হ্যাঁ
ইনশাআল্লাহ ভালো হবে
থ্যাংক ইউ
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 10 মিনিট বাকি আছে। এই 10 মিনিটের মধ্যে কুকিং কমপ্লিট করতে হবে, কস্টিং, কিচেন ক্লিনিং এবং প্লেটিং। সো যত দ্রুত সম্ভব বাকি সবগুলো কাজ শেষ করুন।
আজকে কনফিডেন্ট মনে হচ্ছে সবাইকে। সাইমা আর লাকি আজকে তাদের ডিফারেন্সেস মানিয়ে নিয়ে একসাথে মোটামুটি ভালোই কাজ করতেছে। নিশাতে কাউন্টার দেখলাম একটা বিফের ডিশ করতেছে। আজকে কিন্তু নিশাতের টিম আর আপনার জানের টিম নেক টু নেক, অলমোস্ট সেম রেসিপি। চিংড়ি দিয়ে কচুর ডগা দিয়ে একটা কারি টাইপ করতেছে, গ্রিন অ্যান্ড কালার, অলমোস্ট সেম। সো ভালোই একটা কম্পিটিশন হবে তাদের মধ্যে।
সবাই কি মানে চিংড়ি নিয়ে খেলছে না?
মোটামুটি চিংড়ি নিয়েই। নাশিতারা একটা চিকেনের ডিশ করতেছে, আর নিশাদদের দেখলাম একটা বিফের ডিশ করতেছে। প্রেশার কুকারের ভিতরে দেখতে পাই না ভিতরে কি অবস্থা, বাট বিফ দিয়ে তারা রেসিপি করতেছে।
আর মাত্র 5 মিনিটস বাকি আছে, অনলি 5 মিনিটস। এই 5 মিনিটসের মধ্যে প্লেটিং কমপ্লিট করতে হবে, কস্টিং অ্যান্ড কিচেন ক্লিনিং। সো হাতের সময় একেবারেই কম, প্লিজ হারি আপ। ওকে, কাউন্টডাউন দিচ্ছি। 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 0 and time's up.
Xem cái gì vậy? What were you doing here? Tôi không tin anh à, sao nhót. Okay. Busy. Giang he bin. Hungry không đi ăn xong rồi. Jun hả? Cái gì vậy Bri? Mày nhon. Kinh lắm. Giang Tê Su. Easy peasy. Ôi bị nổ. Đi chỗ khác chơi. Trăm ba chín mã tăng. Mọi thứ nó bách lại nha. HPG 27,5. What? TCB đâu? TCB 23,2. Trừ 0,4. TCB vừa ở vùng giảm giá. Tích lũy biểu đồ gì đấy, hồ sơ cổ tức 2023 chấm cổ phiếu này. Nhận một gậy quá khổ, đi. Ồ. Đấy, yes sir. Đấy, yes sir. Ma thuật tiên phong. Sợ lòng anh cứ đau thật lại. Wow, 3.2 thằng hình kinh ấy. 141 mã tăng. HPG 27,6. Bay rồi. That's good, that's good. Bẹp. Chỉ biết đi cần được hết không? Không cần được hết, chuỗi tụ bảy tốt. Vậy là 5 bình thường. 3,2. Kìa lòng anh cứ đau thật lại. Áp chết liên tục thôi. Thừa này, bánh ngọt tiên linh hóa hình. Thời không. Tiên linh hóa hình, tiên linh. Hai 7,5 thế là ok rồi. Khoản là bao nhiêu? Hôm nay 643 triệu. Con HNX hóa xe. Tự nhiên là chủ mình nhá, tham và Ken rồi. Unbelievable. Cái là gì vậy? Can trường bù là mau lấy thăm Ken. Thằng sụt. Ông mật hóa hình, tiên linh can trường. Học giả ấn chính. Chẳng đang tớ là cần thôi, xong rồi, nhót rồi. Giờ lòng anh cứ đau thật lại. Bạt 2 ạ. Cái gì đấy? Rồi đấy, con tham Ken về để kia luôn.